Hi there, it's Natasha and thank you so much for joining me today. This is a super quick card that I was creating anyway, and I decided to turn on the video camera and just film it for you guys. This is a handprint of my daughter. She is 2 years old and this is for her auntie's birthday. We had been creating some custom wrapping paper to wrap up her auntie's presents, so at the same time I got her to put her handprints on some 80-pound Nina Solar white paper as well. This is a stamp set from Aliexpress, which I will link below, and I'm just going to put the words, one of those larger happy and then a smaller birthday on it. Her auntie and uncle and granddad really get a kick out of receiving these types of handmade cards and handmade bits and pieces. So this is a super simple card that anybody can do with any paints or things that you have around your house, just to make it kind of special. So I have just picked out a couple of these are two different fonts for the happy and the birthday, and just lining them up. I am once again using my little grid transparency, which is one that I found in my mum's sewing kit of all places. So I didn't buy it, I just found it, and it is super useful. So I'm just lining them up the best that I can, nice and straight. So once I have them all lined up nice and straight, I'm just going to use some, this is the EK Success powder tool, because I'm going to be embossing this with gold embossing powder, and I want to have, hopefully, I just want the embossing powder to stick where I want it and get not too many other little stray pieces out around the rest of the card. This is some Wow embossing powder. It's a rich gold, I think it's called, and I've done the happy birthday in the middle, and then I just decided that it needed a couple of extra little things around the outside because, as I said, this is a super simple little plain card that I was just putting together and thought I would quickly flick on my video camera. So nothing special, just was having fun. And so I'm just using my Versamarker embossing pen. This is just like the embossing pad that you can use, but in a pen form. So I am drawing some little hearts around the outside just for some added decoration. I'm sure if I looked through my stash I could have found a little heart that would have been fine, but I had the pen right there, so I just decided to draw them. And again, adding on a little bit more embossing powder and then going to melt it all with my heat gun. And because I had done this on the 80-pound Nina Solar white, it holds up to the heat quite well, and I just heat it from the front and the back to reduce, get the least amount of warping that I can. And then I'm just using simply some double-sided adhesive, and I have a piece of gold mirror cardstock cut over there, and I have that cut to 4 by 5 1/4, just so there is a really small little border around the outside. And then I'm using some foam tape from AliExpress to add onto the back of the mirror cardstock, and then putting that down onto a 110-pound Nina Solar white card base, just a plain white card base. And my daughter drew some pictures on the inside cover of the card, and I wrote my message on the other side. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this super simple and just fun little card today. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.